taking on the Buffalo Bills.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Seahawk defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Bills at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. After the interception, here's Smith. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, and the very first play, they give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. If we hit 3 in a row, because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First down Seahawks.
Again, it's Walker. And room there to work it inside the 25.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now 2nd and 3. And they'll try to run the option here.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
And he is in for a Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. Well, he did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over. He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
To throw, it's Allen.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple.
2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw complete to Shakir. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Allen now on first down. This to the tight end, Kincaid.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Taylor. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Allen going to change the look here. Here's Taylor again.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Smith off the bootleg, rolling to his right.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in his first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
He's got space past the 25.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice gain at 21 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Throwing now is Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Walker with another carry.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Smith. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation, because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return for the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 25-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run again on first down. Cook.
Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd
To the air, Allen. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Running left is Walker.
And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bills 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to...
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Kenneth Walker
With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 31.
On first down, Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll begin by running the option. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
The tackle by Balin Spector. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Metcalf motions left. Sticking with Walker on second down.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Here's Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Jason Myers on for a field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On play action, Allen. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to Taylor on first down. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
214 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Walker will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Charbonnet is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Jason Myers to kick off for
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The tight end in motion right.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far. Anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Panther Street! Panther Street! Let go!
They run again with Walker. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 232 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Okay, ready?
Now 2nd and 9. He's going to use his legs here.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Give to Walker on the read option. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 24.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.